Okay, today I'm going to show you how the most tedious part of making binder canvas. Not fun, it's just so boring after a while. It's not hard, it's just very tedious. So I came in here, I got a cute little tool to round off the canvas, makes a real nice finish. And I have a little cheat marks down here to tell me how long I want it. And this one I just, where it goes through the buckle, I usually just cut it flat. I don't know, it's not really necessary to round that one off. But then you come in here and you put your buckle in here. And unfortunately, when I take a 3 or 4 months break or 5 month break, I always kind of forget how these go together, so I kind of have to look at another one to remember, make sure I get them the right way. For some reason I remember this, so I didn't actually check this time. And of course I'll be wrong. I'm not wrong though. And I used to actually take a burning tool or burning awl and poke the holes in there with the, sear the holes in there. And I don't do that anymore, quite honestly, because I can't find a tool that'll last long enough for me to use it that's economical. They just, I don't know. I bought cheap ones, I bought expensive ones, and none of them last. So now, just pushing the canvas over the rivet, and you really don't need to see it. When you put the washer on there, the washer's gonna clean up that canvas there. And now I'm just setting the washer, and I don't really worry about using the rivet set to put a nice round head on there. I know it's a lot prettier probably, but it's really just a waste of time, I think. Now that I got that one set, I'll make sure that's nice and straight, and I'll come in here and I try and keep them even as possible, because I kind of think, if you have one ahead of the other, you're actually pulling on one rivet and not both rivets. I think that's oversimplifying it, or maybe they make it more complicated than it actually is. But now this one's a little bit more difficult, because now I'm going through two layers of strapping. But I have an oversized rivet set that I use. It gives me a lot of margin for error. And then I actually have the correct rivet set that I use to finish them off. And so that is the buckle end of a grain binder canvas. And of course I need 12 each of these for a set of canvas. And the next one's easy. I basically measure the strap and measure how wide it is, so this will tell us how long of a strap we need for the strapping. And this one happens to be about 22 inches. So I'll come in here, and there's a lot of moving around. You see me move my block, my anvil. You see me move my thing I use my round over tool, my little chunk of wood, and now that gets out of the way, and you see me use my piece of hickory. So there, we got both ends. We got the buckle end, we got the strap end, and this end that sticks out will be glued, and this end obviously will get 2 rivets in for the canvas itself. So that is the worst part about making ground jive canvas. The worst part of making PTO canvases is sometimes the 10-foot canvases have like 200 rivets in them. So that's 200 hand punched rivets, and just hand set rivets. That's very tedious.